What's good, Fit fam? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle Huddle. Thanks for joining us. My name is Christian Roddy, and my co-host today is
Sean Fredericks. It only took us about 20 times to get the intro right, so y'all better listen, all right?
Hey, we're here. Let's go. Today we're going to be breaking down a couple of things, what's going on in the world, and then we'll be diving in a little bit now that you're at a good gym, what your fitness routine should look like. To pop us off, I think Sean wanted to give you guys a little bit of follow-up. We were talking about the Oscars, so.
Yeah, so if y'all didn't know, Will Smith just got banned from the Oscars for like a whole decade. So that's what's crazy is because they gonna ban him after he got his Oscar. Like what? They were like, oh yeah, we got to give him an Oscar and then we'll ban him. Like that don't make no sense. Like I would have banned him like immediately. I mean like, yo, you got to go, bro.
Yeah, they let him finish
you acting up. You got to get out of here.
Get his trophy. They got to go to an after party with the trophy.
Yeah.
But it's once like the world found out, they were like, all right, hold up, we got to actually do something.
Yeah.
But I think being a 10-year type ban, I think I go back to last week and I take back what I said, saying that it was staged. 10 years, that's a long time. Will Smith still got a lot of acting ahead.
Will Smith don't give a fuck. He got his Oscar. I'm gone, ban me.
One and done?
I don't know. He probably just got it for the views. His social media is his life. So, I mean, no publicity is bad publicity. So, my boy blowing up right now.
That's facts.
But it's crazy. They stopped his movie, though. His movie production.
Which one?
I think they stopped it. The new one. I read something about it. I don't know if that's right, so y'all can tell me. But
like the production company or a film that he had currently in production?
I don't know. But I know one of his movies got stopped. So I don't know if it's one that's in production or if it's one that's already been produced and is going to come out. So I don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah, so it's kind
I
of
guess
tough.
We'll look into that for the next week.
Yeah.
Other
reportedly
things
paused right now.
Oh, importantly, pause. See, this is why we got him over here.
What is it?
Reportedly paused.
Is that his production company or a movie?
Upcoming films, projects, reportedly paused.
So everything. So like Will Smith is like, I'm on pause.
Will Smith is paused. Not just the movie. Will Smith is on pause.
That is a step up though from canceled.
That's true.
So
we pausing motherfuckers now. Not
canceled. We give them a chance.
Yeah, we give them, for certain people just get canceled. Certain people get paused. So
hey, the Prince of Bel-Air, he gets paused.
He gets paused. He got pause rights out here.
Other things going on this week, I guess. I mean, it's going to be finished up by the time you guys see this episode. But what we're super excited about is actually the Masters in the golf world is going on. If you guys are familiar with that, it's pretty much the Super Bowl of the golf world.
Yeah.
But even for those who don't follow golf, I'm sure you're interested. It's the first time that Tiger Woods has returned to the sport in 504 days. His first appearance since that car accident where he like almost lost his legs. They had to put like steel rods in it. And he's kind of balling out.
Yeah, that's a little wild. I mean, so I saw some about the Masters gets like 1,500 private jets like for that week, and they have to hire an additional 100 people just for that week. That's fucking insane. That's so many private jets going to one spot. Like, there's so much money over there that we just don't realize. I forgot who told me this, but like first place gets like a bunch of money. Even like last place at the Masters still gets like a couple grand or something like that. It's fucking crazy.
Well, even at the Players Tournament, which was even a little less important, I think the very last place, it was like, my numbers might be wrong, but I think it was like 70th. Like the guy didn't make the cut to play in the final day. Made 40, 50 grand.
Throw me out there. I'll get 70. It's fuck you talking about.
Crazy. But to have 1,500 private jets, like those are players, obviously, but that's just fans. Like,
no, yeah, there's motherfuckers showing up in private jets too. Like, you got to think, like, that's not all just players showing up in private jets. There's motherfuckers.
That's insane.
Fans showing up in private jets. People that just want to go to the Masters just to say they go to the Masters showing up in private jets. So.
Well, it looked like the practice round that Tiger Woods was just practicing, not even like a competitive event. He had more people like follow him around there than like the final day of some of these bigger tournaments.
I couldn't even imagine being like Tiger Woods and someone just, you got hundreds of people just following you while you warm up. Bro, that's crazy, bro. You got so much you got so much like sauce that you just gotta walk around and people just follow you.
You talked in my backswing one time about your own arm, and it threw my game off.
I didn't even talk in this fool's backswing, bro. I legitimately like it was like a whisper. Like I literally whispered in this guy's backswing, and he was like, his whole shit fucked up. And I'm like, bro, like, hey, y'all didn't know, but last week we went golfing, right? We went golfing in Fallbrook. This man damn near killed me. So we on the last hole. It's the 18th hole. He already doing shit the whole game, so it don't even matter. It's the 18th hole, and this man, I'm being a nice co-pilot, nice driver, coming up to him like, hey, you know what? I'll get your club right when you take your swing. No. As soon as I pull up, bro, this man launched the club at my dome, and I'm like, swerve. I had to hit the hard left and just duck the club. I was like, no way. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I almost died.
We don't got to talk about the attempted homicide.
There was only going to be 2 episodes of the Hustle Huddle, just so y'all know. Just repost and tag me in it for my memory.
What's crazy is thinking about this event, though, with having like those 1,500 jets and how much sponsorship goes on and how many employees they're hiring and just kind of the viewership it's getting is I remember as a child, the only golfer I knew was Tiger Woods. Facts. But one of the facts that I overlook all the time is for a long period of time, he was one of the number 1 paid athletes ever.
Oh, yeah.
And he played in a sport that nobody from our generation really cared about at the time.
Yeah, I think a lot of it came from sponsorships too. I don't know if they added that into it, but Tiger Woods was sponsored
Gatorade, Nike.
Yeah, by Gatorade, Nike, and I think like Frosted Flakes gave him a couple one, or Kellogg's,
of course. Like
a bunch of people like were sponsored, and I guarantee a lot of that money came from sponsorships. And he's one of the oldest athletes, so like obviously he got that old money.
Well, even when he was young, I think he was in his 20s when he owned that. Like he owned his own private island.
I ain't know that. That's crazy. What are you doing on that island?
I don't think he owns it anymore.
Golf.
He actually he sold
golf.
He sold it a while ago. But yeah, he had his own private island.
I mean,
and it was
he probably bought the island and was like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna do with an island? It was like, yeah, I gotta get rid of it.
Give it back.
Tiger Woods is worth $800 million.
Is that his?
He's damn near pushing $1 billion.
$1 billion. Is that his
net worth?
Is that the different? Is it any worse now than before? Can you look up like peak net worth?
Yeah, let me see.
That's still a lot. Like, he's almost at $1 billion. Yeah.
Like, that's more
crazy.
than most people. He's ahead of LeBron, and like you would think LeBron is more talked about in today's day and age than he was. But
yeah, I mean, he got old money though. Like, he's been around for a while, and he's been
investments, compounding.
He got his own brand with like Nike too. Like, he's got his own little thing. So
absolutely,
that's a lot.
Since turning pro in 1996, Tiger's career earnings top $1.5 billion.
Oh. That's crazy. I wonder if they're like divorcing anything. Obviously.
Obviously. We saw how they did Jeff Bezos.
Jeez.
And he
still
coming back.
Still number one, number 2.
He came back from it like it was nothing. I don't care none about that. You could have all that. I'm still gonna be the richest man in the world. That's crazy.
And now
bro.
she was overnight richest female in the world.
Bro, there should be a cap on how rich you can get because like that's so unfair.
Like Blake Griffin's like alimony that he has to pay his wife.
That's so stupid.
Because he doesn't even make that much.
Oh,
anymore.
Blake
like,
Griffin doesn't make as much as that they took from him. Like there's not even like close. Like, that's a little crazy.
Talking about like hustling and something that's cool about Tiger and like probably why so many of us gravitate towards him. Is I was watching a video recently and it was his first pro tournament and they asked him like, hey, do you feel like you're going to win? And he's like, I would never play in a tournament unless I felt like I could win.
That's a fact, boy.
Yeah. And then the interviewer was like, well, you know, most pro golfers only win like 0.7 careers a year or 0.7 tournaments like throughout their career.
I'm not most pro golfers, bro. Yeah.
And that was when he was like 16. Like that was like when he first turned pro. And
what
then
a gangster. That's such a gangster move. I swear, bro. I swear. Tiger Woods is a gangster in my book.
Actually, talking about Tiger Woods, also, did you see the video I sent you when it was, I think it was Max Kellerman on, I forget what podcast it was on, but they were comparing Tom Brady being an elite level athlete, and then is Tiger Woods an elite level athlete?
Max Kellerman, first of all, is a fucking idiot. I hate Max Kellerman. And I hope he sees this. I don't know how he's going to see it, but I hope he does.
He's obviously one of our fans.
Yeah.
Day one subscribers.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Max Kellerman's fucking stupid. I mean, I get what he's saying to an extent, but if you're going to put Tom Brady in that category, like you can't say Tom Brady's an elite athlete and not say that Tiger Woods is not elite athlete.
So that was primarily their argument. Was they weren't so mad that they were saying Tiger Woods wasn't an elite level athlete. They were more mad that they were saying Tom Brady was and Tiger Woods wasn't.
Exactly, because one, Tom Brady, okay, if we're talking about athleticism, Tom Brady's not that athletic. Like, neither is Tiger Woods. Like, neither one of them are peak, like, athletes. Like, I guess, yeah, they're, like, top in their sport.
They're both GOATs.
Yeah, they're both goated in their sport. But I'm peak me versus peak Tiger Woods. I'm smoking Tiger Woods in a race On God.
We're going to have to look that up.
Peak
like, if
me,
he's got
bro.
a 40-yard dash on. He never played any other sports as that didn't let him.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a peak athlete. He's peak in his category.
So I guess how do you measure athleticism?
Athleticism.
Like what makes you an athlete?
Okay, in my brain, this is just me, my opinion. Athleticism is all around athleticism. Like LeBron James can go into the NFL. He can go play NBA. If he trains, he can be in the MLB. Like all of that is just peak athleticism, and he'll dominate in all those sports if he trained for those sports. If you put Tiger Woods in the NFL, he's getting broke. Like, what do you mean? If you put Tom Brady in the basketball court, bro, he's getting smoked. He's not running up and down the court like that.
There might be some videos out there of him draining threes.
Oh,
he played with Jordan. Actually,
that's different though. Just because he drains threes, you can drain threes.
Hopefully,
doesn't mean you a peak athlete.
I think I'm like 35%.
Bro, stop.
Covered.
You 15%. Anyways, doesn't mean you a peak athlete. Just because you got the talent to drain threes doesn't mean you're a peak athlete. Like Tom Brady isn't spending 40 minutes sprinting back and forth on a basketball court. He's not doing that.
Okay, so
LeBron James, yes, he can go into.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Tiger Woods runs a 4.6.
You ain't running no 4.6.
I don't know if this website's legit or not.
When the fuck was that?
What's that?
When did Tiger? I want to know when.
Love 95. It's some golf.
Stop. When did Tiger Woods ever run a 40? And when was it 4.6?
And why? And who was tracking it?
And who's tracking that?
2005.
Who's tracked 2005?
That sounds accurate. That's peak Tiger Woods.
That is peak Tiger Woods. I feel like peak me can smoke peak Tiger Woods.
I mean, they have these things.
4.6. I feel like I'm smoking 4.6 at peak.
But you're an athlete.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You played for the Marine, all Marine team, and
strong safety, all Marine team.
Oh, strong safety. So would you consider yourself maybe not elite level athlete?
I'm not.
But peak, you were an athlete.
But yeah, I was definitely an athlete. Like I can play any sport.
So not only knowing that Tiger Woods ran a 4.6 40, if that's true, we look. It's on the internet somewhere, and everything on the internet is true. But he can also drive the ball. Longest drive ever was 498 yards. So he can do both those things now. Consider that.
We don't. Okay, 498 in the drive is crazy. Power. First of all, that's stupid. That's 5 football fields. Like, I'm not doing that for sure. But again, that comes with a lot of talent, a lot of like training for basically just that swing.
Yeah.
If you give me 15 years of just basically swinging, I'm for sure smoking that shit.
But because they usually say if anybody who's great at anything, like a GOAT in their category, if you had applied them in other sports, potentially they could be not maybe tennis players. Sorry, tennis players, but
I don't know. Some tennis players are freaks, bro.
But even the average NFL player, if you put them in basketball, you put them in baseball, they're going to be a high level competitor.
Exactly.
Are they going to be the top 5%?
Is not going to be a high level competitor in another sport.
I think he could. If he probably applied it since 4 years old, like he did with
what?
golf.
In what?
He probably could have played JUCO basketball.
That's not a high level competitor.
JUCO
basketball?
He's an athlete.
Bro, I know fucking bums that play JUCO basketball.
You're not wrong.
No, stop it. JUCO basketball is not high level athlete. So JUCO basketball is not even D1.
So you don't think either of them are elite level athletes?
If you in D1, if he's a D1 player, I'll give you elite level athlete.
Well, we'll never know because he never trained it.
In what category is Tiger Woods playing D1?
I don't know.
What? Give me an example.
He didn't practice it. I don't know.
If you could put Tiger Woods in a category for D1, the best chance
he might be a little slot. How tall is he?
The best. He's 5'8". The best chance. He's 5'10". I don't know. The best chance I'm giving him is slot in
I'd give him slot or corner.
6'1".
He's 6'1". Damn,
185.
He's athlete.
He's a big boy. That's a big man. I didn't think he was that big. For some reason, I thought Tiger Woods was short.
So with their argument that they had, I'm definitely saying if Tom Brady's an elite level athlete,
oh yeah,
so is Tiger Woods.
Yeah. So if Tom Brady
can't be, because I would put Tiger Woods almost before him.
Damn, that's hard.
I know
that's hard because they're elite in that sport. Tom Brady is elite. If he's an elite, then for sure Tiger Woods is an elite as well. But as an elite athlete, for athleticism, I'm not gonna give them each of them. I'm not giving that.
Greatness just doesn't transfer.
It doesn't because I feel like an elite athlete can play all sides of the ball. Tom Brady's not going on defense and executing
trucking somebody.
He's not doing that. He's not going on both sides and executing. Tiger Woods, if he trained, maybe, but that's saying if anyone trained.
Yeah.
could have been.
They wouldn't be an elite level athlete.
Exactly. If anyone had the proper
genetic
training and
potential.
like been training since they were young, like bro, if I was training since I was young, I'd be an elite athlete, bro. Like relax. Like, but so you can't say training. I'm going off of straight like how you are as a person currently. Like, are you an athlete currently? Because we're judging Tiger Woods based off his current status as an elite athlete.
Current status? Oh, I thought we were talking peak.
Well,
But
we'll talk
elite
about
level
peak.
athlete,
We'll talk about
current
peak. Yeah, we'll talk about both of them. Like him peak and also Tom Brady peak. Like Tom Brady's peak right now. Exactly. Like rookie Tom Brady, bum. Like that. My boy looked goofy as hell in his combine video. So like, if y'all ever go watch Tom Brady's combine video and tell me that's an elite athlete, bro, that's crazy. No, he's not.
His 40 has only gotten faster.
Oh yeah, it's for sure. Well, I guarantee he's training way different than he was training when he first got into the NFL.
Well, just even the science, the way everybody trains now is differently.
It's
How long
way
has he been in the league? Like 18?
It's been
No, 14. It's at least 14 years though.
I don't know. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But even like, training in general, like the way you should train now is again a lot different from before. Like back in the day, just body weight, push-ups, pull-ups, and air squats was like the way to go, and like that's how you train. And then you occasionally get into the gym.
Well, yeah, 20 years ago, if you walked into like even a D1 college weight room, they wouldn't have all these squat racks. They would have maybe a couple machines, but it was like they didn't invest hundreds and thousands, now probably millions when you're at the big schools, like millions into those weight rooms, strength and conditioning coaches, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee, bro. I guarantee some of these D1 colleges, their like weight room and like just seeing their locker room, like LSU's locker room, bro. That looks ridiculous. That looks like a fucking Sinopolis movie theater.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. So I guarantee like their style of training and the amount of machines and like their amount of like knowledge on their coaching staff and like the people that actually build the programs and like do that, like it's only gone up since then. So like it's gonna continue to go up. But they have so many like high performing and high knowledgeable people in there where they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna devote all of our like money to like the best of the best. So I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Yeah, talking about obviously GOATs and then talking about investing money into different training styles. Some we were talking about a little bit off air was like LeBron James. So it's like when comparing these GOATs, talking about when we were saying peak athleticism, you were saying LeBron James. Like that guy spends, was it $2 million a year on like his body?
It's at least $1 million for sure on his like physical health. Like I don't know if that includes. It probably does include like eating,
Nutrition.
Yeah, like massages and shit like that. Personal trainers, like I guarantee it's not. But still, $1 million. That's a fucking lot.
One of the deals for him to come to the Lakers, I'm pretty sure, was that his strength and conditioning coach had to come with him and had to be put on staff.
What a gangster, bro! I swear
he puts all of his boys
everybody on. I swear, like, hey, if you training me right, you got to come with me, bro. Like, you coming with me. My barber coming with me. What you talking about? JP, you coming with me? So, just saying.
JP the barber.
JP the barber.
Instagram.
Shout out JP the barber. Hey, go hit him up over there in the Oceanside. My boy will get you right.
Speaking of like training programs and how impactful, we've obviously seen it for both Tom Brady and LeBron James being two of the oldest athletes in their sport, doing crazy things that we've never seen. So Tom Brady, most rings. LeBron James will most likely, unless some crazy happens, set the all-time points record.
Oh, scoring record? He's for sure getting that, yeah.
So he'll have that. Obviously, training matters.
Yeah.
So last week we were talking about what's a good gym look like? How do you know you're going to a good gym? We said people, equipment, training types. We were kind of breaking that a little bit down. Going in a little bit in depth. So if I was a new gym goer, we talked about, fitness tip as well. But if I was coming into the gym, what's like a good training program? What's a bad training program? You don't got to go super in depth because the biggest thing anybody good will tell you is it depends, right? On your goals.
I was going to say.
So
it all depends. It all depends on who you are as a person and like how you want to train. Honestly, the best training regimen is one that you're comfortable with to start out with. I think anything that's going to initially get you in the door and like get you to start training is going to be the best training regimen. Obviously you're going to plateau and you're going to have to change it up eventually. Like you got to shock your body and your body has to change. Like you only get better from change and growth. Like that's the only way you're going to continuously grow is by change. So like you got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to go out there and do different stuff like daily or you're not going to grow. So, I mean, to start off, I feel like one training regimen that I feel like if you're not like a gym goer and this is your first time, like you should do like all body for sure. Like your whole body is being neglected after like, say if you're like mid 30s or you're in your 20s or you haven't worked out for 10 years, like your body's been getting neglected for at least 10 years. So like you going straight in and doing like isometric workouts, like I'm doing straight chest today, I'm doing back today, I'm doing chest, arms today. Like that's not going to be beneficial because one, say if you hit chest on Monday, like you're not going to hit chest again until if you go to the gym next Monday. Like that's if you go. So again, you're skipping that whole week and you're not seeing chest again. Or if you're hitting triceps, you're not seeing triceps till next Tuesday. So I feel like either doing like a full body day, like posterior chain, interior chain, like that's got to be the regimen until you get into like where I'm at. Like I'm just maintaining right now. Like I do maintenance workouts. So like I'll go in there, I'll do chest, I'll do buys, I'll do back. Like that's what I do. And then if I get too crazy, like I'll switch it up and I'll be like, you know what, I'm doing push today or I'm doing pull today. I'm doing legs today, like stuff like that. But again, I think the best like workout regimen is when you're first starting off, I think you should do all body. Again, you're neglecting your body and, or at least like posterior chain, interior chain, like you're doing all the front, like, front movers, the fuck, yeah, stuff like that. So
Right on. No, I love the way that you said it too, because you're doing the analogy between, you know, full body versus more of a split routine.
Yeah.
And I love the way that you talked about change. The word that I use a lot of times when I'm bringing it down to people is adaptation.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at that traditional bodybuilder split, the way that I've always looked at it is when you hit that chest, say national chest test is on Monday, as most gym bros know, you're only sending that signal again of change or adaptation for the next 24 to max 72 hours if you smashed it. So it's going to be Wednesday, and then you're like kind of recovered. Sure, you're still sore, but sore doesn't necessarily be a signal of change and adaptation, of recouping and building that muscle. That could be just lactic acid left in the muscle area. So, but when you have that full body routine, you can hit it multiple times throughout the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and all week your body was sending a signal of adaptation or change to that muscle group. Whereas even if I was on my split routine, if I fell off on a certain day, so if say I miss next Monday because something happens, I have a meeting, an interview or something like that come up, now it's 2 weeks that I didn't hit that chest day. And I missed that signal of adaptation and change for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Rather than a full body split, if I miss Wednesday because I had something come up, like my full body was hit on Monday and I'm going to hit it again on Friday.
Exactly.
Now, obviously the overall volume and load is, we'll dive in way deep here, but volume and load is going to get dispersed a little bit more evenly. So you have to look at that when you're looking at a traditional split routine versus a full body routine. Right now, I mean, I've been kind of maintaining. We talked about it on episode 1. I'm more of like a functional pattern at the moment. As I'm gearing up, I'm transitioning into what I enjoy more, a little bit more push-pull. So back to what you said, it's got to be what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like it, you're going to find an excuse to not do it. And it's just whatever gets you going when you first get started. So whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be what you enjoy to an extent. Obviously, like you can't just go in there and do the treadmill for 20 minutes. Like that's just
Dear
because
God.
you enjoy watching a movie on the treadmill for an hour doesn't mean like you're actually engaging your core stability or you're actually going out there and being functional or you're actually like gaining bone density by lifting weights. Like that doesn't mean all that. So I mean, realistically, like again, like from going back from like the first tip, consistency is key. So if you're doing a full body split, like that's what's going to get you right for when you get into the gym. It's like that consistency. Like I'm hitting a full body on Monday. I'm hitting a full body on Wednesday. I'm hitting a full body on Friday. Mm-hmm. Again, even if I do miss one of these days, I'm going to get it again on a Friday versus doing the isometric split where I'm doing like chest, back, legs. Like if I do, like you said, shit happens. Like if I miss a back day, like I'm shit out of luck. I haven't hit back in 2 weeks now. Like now what? And then again, like if I miss another day, like I missed back 3 weeks in a row. Like, and it's all because like shit happens. You never know. Mm-hmm. So if you're hitting like that full body split, like boom, hit back that day. I'm hitting back Wednesday. I'm hitting back Friday for sure. Like, and then now you're building that consistency to where like your muscles are gonna grow. You're gonna feel obviously like the endorphins flowing, like your hormones, stuff like that. So, but there's a lot more stuff that goes into obviously like full body training and like full body workouts. Like we can go way in depth if we wanted to, but obviously just like getting into the gym and doing like a simple like full body program is going to be way beneficial than just doing like the isometric. That's why I tell everyone like when they come into the gym, I'm like, yo, like I know you don't know what you're doing. Like come work with a trainer. Like these people are literally here to help you because you don't know what you're doing. Like you're not going to go to college and just be like, hey, I'm here to take my classes, and you just randomly fucking pick classes. Or you're going to be like me, where you're just going to be like, damn, I did fucking a whole bunch of classes for no goddamn reason. And then now you just got all these extra credits that are worth shit. So go in there, get a trainer, and then have the trainer be your fucking counselor and pick your goddamn classes for you. This way you have a pathway to fucking success. You feel me? Like just go there and get into work and then just leave.
Absolutely.
Like that's the only reason why they're there for.
Yep.
Like I work with a trainer. I'm not going to go into I don't work with a trainer currently, but
you have.
Yeah, no, I have like recently.
And gotten certified to like get education.
Exactly. And I'm a trainer that works with a trainer. So like I'm not going to go in there and I'm not going to do like flexibility, mobility shit. I'm not going to do functional shit. Like I personally don't like doing that stuff. So you're telling me like me going to the gym and taking an hour out of my day to do flexibility, mobility, you talking to a wall. You're not getting me in here. So if I have a scheduled meeting with a trainer to forcefully tell me, hey, you got to go down there and we got to stretch out your lat. Hey, you got to go down there. We got to stretch out your chest. Like now I got to do it. Like I'll be wasting their time if I don't do it. And I'm not going to waste nobody's time. You feel me? So it's like, get the trainer and then obviously you're going to go in there and do it because now you have someone telling you to do it. Some people don't strive from that. Some people don't like it, but it is what it is. If you're not going to do it, then someone got to do it.
Absolutely. I love the way that you said that again. So it is literally like going to college. So if you want to get a business degree, you can show up, you can just randomly start picking classes. You might eventually get there, most likely not, because you don't take the right classes followed by the next set of classes. You just take classes like, oh, that sounds fun. Like, why are you taking bio for your business degree? Did you need that science? Like, who knows?
I took marine bio.
So there's that. And it's the same. If you want to lose 40 pounds, there's probably certain things you should be doing along the way to get there. It's like that counselor is like, hey, you can get this degree in 2 years, 4 years, or you can spend the next 6 to 8 and spend a lot of time and money.
Bullshit.
You know, which some people do that. Trial and error. They get a lot of enjoyment in it, a lot of like self-finding through that.
But I mean, you can do trial and error with a trainer as well. Like you can do one time a week with a trainer and be like, all right, cool. Like I'm going to do the rest of the week by myself for trial and error for those purposes. Like the whole point of a trainer is like riding a bike. Like you want to take the trainer wheels off and do it yourself. Like
eventually
you don't want to be there all day with your trainer. I mean, you can like if you got the money to be there all day with your trainer, like more power to you. Like obviously that's going to be way more beneficial than you going on your own.
You brought up a really good point. Any trainer, in my opinion, that is really good, end goal should be to educate and empower you to one day to be able to train yourself almost at a level that you got while training with them. Yeah. If you work with a trainer long-term and you feel like you weren't educated and empowered by a lot of the information they gave you, you have to revisit that relationship and see, like, did I set different expectations? What was I looking to get out of this? Because some people just want to get beat up by a trainer. But most good trainers, like, still are going to try to push and press some knowledge on you.
Even if it's going from, like, frequency from, like, 3 times a week or 5 times a week with your trainer down to even 1 time a week, like, that's still progression and that's still, like, you gaining the knowledge. Like, some people just want to have a trainer just for, like, them to talk to. Like, I know some people that literally just paid to talk to somebody.
Yep.
And they're, like, basically a therapist, damn near. Like, they go in there and do their therapist session and they dip. And I'm like, I'll be watching. I'm like, did y'all even do anything? Like, what y'all do? You had her on the lat pull down machine for, like, an hour. she did 3 lat pull downs and y'all dipped.
Shoot. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, people work with trainers for different reasons. There's accountability, there's support, there's motivation, there's fun, just doing it with somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, someone's lacking out of one of them.
True. I think looking back, as we were saying, like, what's a program for, like, the new gym goer, I guess, what's a good program? I feel so often people walk in, we're in, like, sunny Southern California, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to walk on the treadmill. Like, I just need to get my body moving. Like, we live in beautiful, sunny San Diego. Like, if you just want to walk in my gym, like, go by the beach. Like, it's prettier. Trust me, it's better weather.
They want to watch a movie on the treadmill. That's what it is.
Oh, they get so mad when the sound don't work.
Bruh, you talking to the wrong person. I don't even think we have that at my club.
The app audio?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, bro.
don't
It's
think we
it's a
had that.
problem. That's a problem.
Oh, it's for sure a problem. That shit is off and on every other day.
You guys had it at the last club you were at?
Yeah, at the last club we had at that one, and it's a brand new club, and that shit wasn't even working. I'm like, fuck, we paying app audio for it, bro. That's what I don't understand. But I mean,
good, nice idea.
it's a great idea.
Execution
Like
a little bit. So back to it, I guess. So do something that maybe is a little out of your comfort zone, because to get that change, you need something to stress you out so you can adapt it. A lot of the times I think about exercise as like a stress stimulus to the body that creates an adaptation.
Yeah.
A good way to do that. And a lot of people are like, well, they immediately start talking about a split like weightlifting. And the big reason behind that is no matter what your goal is, again, what we said before, you need to do resistance training, functional training, flexibility and mobility, and cardio conditioning. All 4 of those things. Now, depending on what your goal is, you might spend a little bit more area in one of those 4 areas.
Yep.
But most new gym goers, correct me if I'm wrong, their main goals are probably to lose a little bit of weight and then also to just feel better, whatever that means to them.
Yeah.
Corrective exercise injuries, blah, blah, blah. So resistance training is one of the big things that's going to help them probably most likely get to that weight loss goal versus the other 3. And, some sort of resistance training can even be corrective exercise because you're strengthening opposing muscle groups from what's causing their pain.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, like they go in there, and then a lot of people, like, especially like the older population, like they don't know exactly like what to go in there for and what they're looking for, like when they go into the gym. And like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to hit the pool and do pool exercises. Yeah, pool exercises are great, but like eventually you need to get some like weight on you. Like you need to get some resistance on you. Like you got to build that bone density up. You got to build your muscular endurance back up. Like you got to build all that back up. Like the pool is cool. Like it's going to be a good workout for sure. Like you go in the pool, it's going to be great, but eventually you got to get out of the pool. Like you're going to go into Costco and pick up a fucking 20 gallon fucking bottle of case of water, and then you gonna throw your back out just because you've been lifting pool floaties all damn day. So like it's a dub. Like you're setting yourself up for failure. Like you got to get out of there and get out of your comfort zone and get into like some other areas of the gym. But yeah, the pool's cool. Like I think of it like when you go, like say like you're going on the moon and stuff. Like now, like I'm just used to walking on the moon for now you bring me back to Earth. All that gravity is just gonna fuck me up.
That's a serious problem, actually. That like NASA, I guess now what's Elon Musk's?
SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Yeah.
So that's a problem that they deal with. There's rigorous training that they do before they go into space. There's some type of training they do when they're in space, like they ride a bike, they strap themselves down, and then when they come down, like decrease bone density, decrease muscle mass, and that's
all fucked up.
Now obviously that's zero gravity environments.
Yeah.
But again, to replicate that, NASA and these places, they put them in the pool to replicate those environments because you are that buoyancy relieves all that stress, relieves that weight. So it's like if that's your sole training like modality, it's gonna be leaving major gaps in your program, and it's crazy because the demographic that gravitates to the pool is some of the people who needs increased bone density the most.
The most, yeah.
But their doctors like, oh yeah, go to the local gym, get in the pool, start moving, which is good. But like they hold that so true. My doctor said, and I'm like,
my doctor said this.
There's a lot that he wants you to do, though. I promise you.
Saying some off the wall shit sometimes, and you gonna go do it, huh? Jeez. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, and bro, that's what's crazy is like when they go up to space, they be gaining like a couple extra inches on their height. Because they have no gravity,
pressure.
Like, it's just compacting them. They be coming back taller, and I'm like, no way. And I actually looked it up. I was like, oh shit, like they actually do gain like a couple inches.
That's the first time I've heard about that,
bro. Really, yeah, bro, that's crazy. They legitimately gain a couple inches.
Learn something new every day.
Because gravity is just not constantly pushing on their joints and fucking.
Hey, if some scout tells you didn't make it to the next level because you were an inch too short, just pay a couple grand, little SpaceX, they'll send you up, come back down, like, all right, I got that inch.
All right, you ain't gonna have no bone density anymore. Get your shit broke out there. Facts. You're gonna get fucked up as soon as you step on the field. But no, yeah, I mean, you definitely want to go in, especially like, again, like anyone can do training. Everyone needs a personal trainer. Everyone needs a type of training modality and style. Like, even like myself, once you get like that beefy, like, buff dude, like he ain't got no functional in him. He can't scratch his back. Like you need to get people in there for him. And everyone can benefit from a trainer. A fucking trainer.
100%. Usain Bolt has a trainer. LeBron James has a trainer. Trainers have trainers.
And y'all better than them, right?
Yeah, right.
Y'all must be, because y'all don't work with a trainer. You must be better than them.
I'm anybody can benefit from one, no matter how much you want to get out of it. There's something that just somebody who's educated, who is now watching you, looking for your patterns, talking to you about your goal, probably more educated you in the space. And even if they're not, like, it's still somebody, like, you can't watch yourself do a full squat in
Bro,
I'm not
going to see myself do a butt, like have a butt wink. I'm not going to see all that.
No, you might feel it, but it's like, how exaggerated does it have to be before you feel it?
Yeah.
So you go to a mechanic for your car. Most people do nowadays. You go to a dentist for your teeth. And it's like, for some reason, they think it's crazy and out of their mind.
And out of pocket just to go get a trainer.
To
like,
spend
what?
that investment to learn how to exercise.
For
like,
real.
to move appropriately.
Y'all just be making no sense to me sometimes. I swear.
Yeah.
It's the people that be coming in, I'm like, bro, do you hear yourself? Like, you really think you're going to come in here and do all that? Yeah. Especially when you're like, yeah, I need to get in shape. I need to lose about 30, 40 50 pounds.
I ain't never done it before.
But I'm about to get in here and do it. I'm like, more power to you if you do it. But, like, my nigga, you not coming in here
I
doing
hope,
all that.
I hope much you do it.
I promise. I really do hope. At the end of the day, it's like, I really do hope they do it. But like sometimes I don't even want to be like signing people up for the gym if they don't get one.
I don't want to take your money.
And I'm like, bro,
do it.
You not gonna come in here and do it, and you not gonna come in here. If you do come in here, you're gonna fucking get hurt. Like, and that's what it's gonna lead to. You're gonna lead to getting hurt. And I'm like, damn, bro, like just invest in yourself, invest in a trainer, like invest in like you and your health.
And I hear that so often. It's like, oh, I saw great results, and then I got hurt, so I took 2 months to a year off, and it's like you went right back to where you were.
Exactly.
So again, even if you can get great results on yourself, but if it's done inappropriately, there can be a cause and effect.
Yeah.
This didn't mean to be like a personal training pitch.
But yeah, I mean, it is. But like, I guess, and it's on the trainer too. Like, there are some like assholes out there that aren't good trainers. So like, obviously, you got to be aware. Like, there's people out there with just silver tongues and slick talk, like, and could get you into the trainer, and then boom, like now you working with some fucking bum, and he knows like nothing. Knowledge is power. So like, your cert makes you like credible to be a trainer, but your knowledge makes you the personal trainer.
Getting a cert is where your like learning starts as a trainer. It's like I have the prerequisite now to like learn how to be a trainer. Yeah. It's not like, oh, I know everything now because I have my cert. Like, no matter where you got that, NASM, ISSA, NCSF, like great brands and all that, but it's like now this is just the beginning. Like, so.
And what's crazy is like that one bad trainer puts a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Sometimes.
In other instances, if people
keep
inspired, it could be job security. Because imagine you had a decent trainer or like maybe a closer to bad. Like if they were awful, probably puts bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah, I'm talking about awful trainers.
But if they were like below average, once you get with a good trainer, that's like job security. They're like, oh my God, I'm never leaving you.
Well, but for them to get into that trainer, it takes a little bit more. Like you go to like a barber and you get fucked up by a barber in that barbershop, you're like, bro, I don't know.
Oh, that shop's done.
Yeah, that whole shop is done. I'm like, I don't know if y'all motherfuckers know how to cut anymore. I'm not coming here. Like,
if your next barber is good, you're with him 5 years.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. But now because you walk through the door and you just like, they give you the first dude in the first chair, and you're like, first dude in the first chair don't know. You usually don't know what he's doing. So you get in there, and then or the chair in the back.
The chair in the back. First chair usually the goat.
Yeah. The chair in the back, dude in the back, he's like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm like, I'll wait for this motherfucker. Yeah. He clearly got 3 heads on him. But as soon as you get cut by the dude in the back, and you get zigzag lineup, guess what? I'm never coming back to your barbershop ever again. You got 200K followers, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back there. Somebody gonna fuck me up.
Shoot.
So yeah, I mean, again, find a perfect trainer. Like you gotta find a good trainer if you're gonna go out there and get a trainer. Don't go in there and go like super naive and be like, oh, this guy's a great trainer just because he has his NASM cert. Like, bro.
No, you ask him some questions.
Yeah,
see if
ask
you
him
guys
some
mesh.
questions. See if he knows what he's talking about. See, like, again, like do your research first, and then go in there and like have a little backbone of like research and just be like, okay, like this, he's kind of knowing like what he's talking about. Yeah. Like if I go in there and a dude is like, yeah, like, hey, I got lower back pain. And my trainer's like, yeah, we need to get you in here deadlifting. Like, we need to get you in here right now doing some RDLs, getting that back strength up. Like, I mean, like,
without any questions.
Without any questions.
Assessments.
Yeah, no assessments, no nothing. And we just like, yeah, deadlifting. We're going to get you in here deadlifting and doing some, like, some mid-back rows.
I'm like, red flag.
Exactly. That's a red flag. And if I'm like an old lady, I'm like, damn, like, or an old man, I'm like, damn, he knows what he's talking about. But little as you know, you about to go get fucked up.
Yeah, but most healthy
you're gonna
people,
leave there with more back pain. But if you got a good trainer, they're gonna be like, yeah, we gotta boost up your core stability. We gotta work on that lower lumbar spine. We gotta boost up your pelvic floor. We gotta get those obliques. We gotta do all that.
Yep, absolutely agree with that.
And then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and they don't have to be like crazy like doctorate and kinesiology and things like that. So, but even working with a good trainer, it's been proven the average like duration of a gym membership goes up. Yeah. It's like, I think the regular month-to-month average, which again, only 14 to 15% of the average Americans have a gym membership. Of that, like 15%, the average duration is 3 months. You do 1 hour with a trainer, that average got boosted to 8 months because you felt more confident in what you're doing. You went more often, probably saw more results. People usually cancel because they're not seeing results, not because they can't pay or can't go to the gym anymore.
Yeah. You said... My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you said 15%?
14 to 15% of America has an active gym membership.
Crazy. Hey, can you figure out how many people are like active?
Only 80% of those 15 use it. So now you got to figure out that percentage.
Yeah, whatever that percentage is.
And that's your member base that comes.
So really, like, damn. But yeah, figure out how many people actively like move and work out, because obviously there's stuff to do other outside the gym, like not you just
like active activities, just being biking, active. Cycling.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I want to know. How many people are active currently in America?
Weekend warriors, like playing rec sports.
Exactly.
In 2019, recorded 70.36 million people with memberships in various health and fitness clubs.
Various health, so you got
what like percentage is that?
Well, that's
does it tell you
all the people in America? How many people are in America?
That's the next question.
That's a fucking lot. But still, like, you gotta think 15% have an active gym membership. Damn, that's so low. Like, that's so low.
That's awful. It's atrocious.
Terrible. Motherfuckers probably have. There's probably a higher percentage of how many people have the McDonald's fucking app on their phone.
Well, what's crazier is they said in a random study, like where they asked every American that they could, of all the Americans that answered. Yeah. I think this was IHRSA or whatever, IHRSA. 70% of Americans said that the way they feel and look was important to them. But it's like
15% of y'all go to the gym. 70% said it's important how you get looked at, and like, but 15% of y'all go to the gym.
Well, it is hard, right?
Take a look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirrre sometimes.
Yeah.
Take ownership. A lot of it is ownership. And a lot of it is social media too. A lot of social media, social media is a fucking devil sometimes. I swear. It can ruin people's lives.
They think the gym's full of people with six packs and giant shoulders.
Bro, not true.
That's like one guy in there.
Exactly. There's like one dude in there that looks like that. Or they think it's just the fucking beach bod female that does like bikini model shoots and shit for like Maxim. Like, it's not like that.
No, it's average people. Like
it's average Joes. Like
average people like you.
Go watch Dodgeball and then go to Average Joe's gym. That's basically a perfect example of like everyone at the gym.
A little bit cleaner, a little better staff.
Obviously cleaner, better staff, stuff like that.
20% of America.
20%? Damn, that's still fucking low. That's not even a quarter. Like, that's crazy. No. Like, that's still like...
Especially when 70% says that they want to feel
and a quarter of y'all still... Bro, damn near 75% of y'all say...
Execute.
Hey, go out there, fucking execute. Go do something. I know you keep talking about, hey, I need to get up and go to the gym. I need to go do this. I don't got the time. This is it. Quit watching fucking... whatever the fucking show.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, the Bachelorette and motherfucking Teen Wolf, motherfucker. Go out there and go work out. Go walk. Go do something, motherfucker. Don't lay there. Go eat the bag of chips. Go fucking pick up some goddamn vegetables or something. I don't know. Go eat a salad, bro. Do something. Don't watch Teen Wolf all day and be like, damn, I didn't have the time. I don't remember. Shut your ass up and get out there.
Jesus. Well, on that note, I guess we'll break into...
Yeah, on that note, I mean, obviously there's a 5-minute tip at the end of the show. So what is your 5-minute fitness tip? You know, I gave you the best one last week. Like I gave you that's the best one you can get. But what you got bringing to the table?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as far as tips go, consistency is still key. I think since today we harped on, you know, what kind of program should you do? What kind of exercise should you do in the gym? I think I'll just really specify it for the people who are maybe wondering, since we talked about a split and routine, why would I want to weightlift? So as far as like a weightlifting tip and why you would want to do it, because so many people are scared to do it. They're scared to get off that treadmill. The benefits behind resistance training. So for every lean pound of muscle mass you have on your body, you're going to be burning an extra 50 calories at rest.
Thanks.
Not only that, I know the treadmill will also tell you like how many calories you're burning while you're doing it. So you're like, I burned 120 calories when I jogged for 10 minutes. Resistance training, you're elevating your heart rate. You're still sweating just because you don't have a tracker, which I also recommend getting one if you can, you know, an Apple Watch or all the other forms. But you're elevating your heart rate while doing that and exerting effort. You're going to be burning calories while you do that. A second thing is we were talking about the signals of adaptation and change. When I'm on a treadmill, if I did like a good hour cardio session, when I step off that treadmill, I'm only going to be burning calories for a minimal of the next 6 hours. So if I wanted to burn calories all week long, I'd have to come in twice a day, every day. I don't have the time or will to do that for myself.
Yeah.
So that's where resistance training comes in. Again, your body can send that adaptation signal for the next 24 to 72 hours. So if I worked out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, theoretically, I could be burning calories all week long. I want to touch back again on, you know, doing this is resistance training, building that lean muscle mass. It's going to promote more weight loss over time. It's like adding more fire to the furnace. So when you talk about weight loss, it's burning more calories, expending more energy than you're taking in or you're consuming. So if you're building a bigger furnace to burn the calories, the firewood with, you're going to be in better shape. We'll probably get into more how to be in a calorie deficit later. But for today, I just want you guys to feel comfortable weightlifting. Like we said earlier, not everybody is your, you know, Olympia competitor. Not everybody is your bikini competitor. So get in there, do it. We're all just people trying to be better ourselves. So get comfortable with weightlifting.
Simplify. That's the tip? Get comfortable with weightlifting?
Get comfortable with weightlifting. Because being scared to weightlift is like me being afraid to get my driver's license because I'll become a NASCAR driver.
Damn. You done heard it first, boy. That's a good one. Be comfortable with weightlifting because it's like being scared to get your driver's license because I'm gonna be a NASCAR.
It's hard. You don't just blow up.
That's a good one. Hey, motherfuckers don't just be doing 200 miles per hour on the goddamn highway. No, yeah, that's a good tip. Be comfortable weightlifting. Yeah, I mean, essentially, get out of your comfort zone. That should be the tip.
Should be.
No, but yeah.
Next week, you can talk about that.
Being comfortable with weightlifting is a great tip because obviously all the great things that you said. Weightlifting is fun too. Like it may not be all that it's like put out to be. Like, damn, like I gotta go lift 20 pounds for like 15 reps. Like, yeah, I guess. But if you go in there and do like fun resistance training, you can have a good time. Like it can be fun. I guarantee doing the 20 minutes of cardio isn't that fun either, but like, hey.
Unless you're watching Bachelorette?
Yeah, unless you're watching Bachelorette. Get the fuck off of the TV and come lift some motherfucking weight. But yeah, that's a great fitness tip. I think it was good. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to another fucking Hustle Huddle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Thank you for tuning in to another Hustle Huddle. Y'all know what it is. We're here with Christian and myself. Definitely tune in next week. I appreciate y'all. Follow us, like us, show us out. Do everything, you know, show a little bit of love. I mean, you ain't gotta do all like go set a campaign for us, but hey, at least hit the like button, my boy. Come on, bro. Do something simple.
100%. If you care about people, send us to them.
Facts. If you're not liking my podcast, bro, don't follow me.
No,
don't follow me.
Not even us, but
yeah,
your loved ones. If you want them to get on the hustle, send us over to them.
Facts. You know someone that needs to listen to some fitness advice or just being lazy and needs to get off the couch, come fuck with your boy.